guys, it's Destiny, and today we're going to be going over the recently revealed character that will be the first banner for version 3.5. And before we get into today's video, I would love to know which character you are personally the most excited for that is coming out soon. And lastly, if you enjoy videos like these, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and now let's get straight into it. So as mentioned, we are going to be going over the recent character reveal, which here it is, and I'm not too sure how to pronounce her name, but I'm going to assume it's potentially Hysilens. If I'm incorrect, my bad guys, but hopefully we'll find out the official pronunciation very soon. I'm not too sure if they've officially said how to say her name in the game yet. She is such a gorgeous character. I love her outfit. She seems to have a bit of a purple theme going on, which you all know I love purple. And she just looks so cool. I really like her splash art with the little fish around her, and just think overall it's a really cute splash art. Honestly, I have been loving the Amphorius outfits that they've been giving us. I love Cypher's outfit. Castress has a very nice outfit. So does Laya, Phainon, and so on. I feel like with the Amphorius cast, they've done a very good job when it comes to, I would say, just the outfits in general. And I would say each character looks very unique, which I am a huge fan of. And I would love to know, what do you guys think about Hysilen's design? I personally think she looks incredible. And she's also going to be a physical nihility character. Now, I am very, very excited for this for a couple of reasons. We're going to be getting another nihility character, which is pretty exciting just for the debuff potential that this character may end up having. With Cypher, we got the pretty cool mechanic, the patron mechanic, her being able to record the damage that we deal onto enemies. And then of course, her being able to have that vulnerability in her kits as well allows her to be a pretty flexible option for teams. And when it comes to Hysilens, I personally believe she is going to be a damage over time character. Now, the reason I believe this is because of the buffs that she provides in Divergent Universe. Her buffs are catered around increasing enemies' final damage taken, but she also has buffs that are catered around damage over time. One of her buffs, which I will show this on screen now, mentions that Swan Song is considered as bleed, which bleed is of course the physical damage over time, and it also mentions it'll increase the damage multiplier of Swan Song by 100% the original multiplier, and deals damage over time at the beginning of each turn. Another enhancement she has is each time other damage over time are received, triggers one instance of Swan Song damage at a ratio of 50%, and this can trigger up to 4 times. As for the rest of the buffs she gives, it is centered around enemies taking increased damage. That could also be a portion of her kits as well, but from what it looks like, especially since she is a physical nihility character, she's going to be centered around damage over time, which in this case, since she is physical, would be revolving around bleed. And depending on what they fully do with her kits, plus the fact that Kafka is also getting a character buff in version 3.4 is very, very exciting in my opinion, which we can end up seeing damage over time actually have a come up very soon. Version 3.4, once again, the Kafka buffs, that's going to be very useful for the playstyle. And then also on top of that, Hysilen's now coming in version 3.5, which if she is centered around bleed, increasing how much damage the enemy takes overall, she can end up being a very nice team member for the playstyle and end up being one of the team members that you will highly want for that playstyle as well. Now, of course, none of this is guaranteed until we see more official information on her. For right now, it is just her splash art, but I did want to point out in Divergent Universe what indications, or rather I guess clues, they've sort of given us regarding her kit so far, which in this case would be damage over time, and then also of course mentioning Kafka getting those buffs in version 3.4. I believe they're setting it up so the archetype ends up getting a bit more love in these next 2 patches, which is very exciting because I feel like damage over time has kind of just been neglected for quite a while, honestly. I feel like they've been primarily focusing on other playstyles aside from damage over time. I feel like damage over time hasn't really gotten much in quite a long time. So it is very exciting to see another character coming in. I know for all of those that have pulled Kafka, I'm sure this is pretty exciting. I'm personally really excited to see Kafka's buffs very soon. I will be making videos regarding that, but also getting to see what Hysilens might end up bringing to the table will be very, very exciting. Very excited, honestly, overall. It's nighttime right now though, so I don't want to be too loud, but I am very, very excited for this character, really hoping she is a damage over time character and she heavily helps the playstyle. I do think the playstyle can highly appreciate it, especially I feel like with the lack of love the playstyle has been getting in comparison to other archetypes in the game. So I would love to know all of your thoughts though on Hysilens, and I hope she's also a really cool character in the story as well. I've been personally loving the Amphoria story, of course no spoilers here, but I've been personally loving the story. I feel like they've done a very nice job when it comes to introducing the characters and also getting you to understand the characters, understanding why they are doing what they're doing, understanding how they feel in certain situations. I personally loved version 3.3's story, so I'm very excited for 3.4. And also one more thing I wanted to talk about before we go is the version 3.4 developer radio. So they did of course mention that Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka, and Jingliu will have an enhanced mode in version 3.4, which the enhanced mode will have adjustments to their abilities, traces, and eidolons. And they actually gave us a little bit of a sneak peek regarding this, which is that Silverwolf's ultimate and skill have been updated. Her ultimate is now an AoE attack instead of single target, and her skill will now prioritize adding the weakness type of the first ally in your lineup. Two very, very nice things that they are adding for Silverwolf: the quality of life of her skill prioritizing the weakness type of the first character in your lineup, and now her ultimate being AoE instead of single target is very useful, especially with the current meta that we have, whereas centered more around AoE. Because of that, Silverwolf's ultimate getting this update is going to be very handy so that she's going to be able to be more viable when it comes to the current meta. And even when it comes to, let's say we shift towards single target in the future, she still will be pretty useful there as well. So I'm very excited to see fully what Silverwolf is going to be able to provide and just what buffs she's going to fully get, as it would be pretty cool to see Silverwolf and of course the other characters being Kafka, Jingliu, and Blade also get more viability in the current meta. Do stay tuned for early access videos of these characters. I will be trying my best to release a bunch of videos for you guys very soon where I'm going over Phainon, the Fate characters, going over the character buffs, and much more. So I'm very excited just for what's to come in 3.4. And with 3.5, if this character here ends up being a damage over time centric character, playstyle is getting even more love, which is great to see. So I would love to know if you guys are personally excited for this character, or if you're potentially more so excited for 3.4. 3.4, we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up, so that is definitely something to look forward to. But I would love to know what you are all the most excited for. And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.